And by the way, I think that motivation, as most people talk about it, is very much overrated. People are like, oh yeah, just be inspired, be motivated, and then you're gonna do the work. But guess what? If you only work, if you only exercise, if you only put in the effort, when you feel inspired, when you feel motivated, when you feel like, oh, I can do this right now, right? If you only work on the things that matter to you when you feel great about yourself, you're gonna work like 1 day out of 10. Whereas people who are truly disciplined, they're gonna work 10 out of 10, they're gonna beat you out because life is competitive. And so you've got to have the discipline to truly put in the effort, whether you feel great or you feel like shit. You're gonna have to put in the effort, whether you are on a happy day or you're on a day where you feel sad. You're gonna have to do the work, no matter if you're feeling tired or you're feeling energized. Because success doesn't wait for you to be motivated. Success does not wait for you to be inspired. Success comes when you put yourself in a position, because you have worked hard every single day to reach your goals. That's when success comes. It doesn't come from doing some half-assed work on the days when you're inspired, on the days when you're motivated. It comes from putting in the work day after day after day after day after day. It's basically like a clock. You keep going no matter what. That's the crucial element here to keep in mind. And so in order to get that discipline, there is a type of motivation that I actually do believe in. And that's the kind of motivation that comes from the word motive. So basically, why are you doing the things that you are doing? Because a strong enough reason why you are doing this is going to overcome any how. If you truly know this is why I must succeed, you will do whatever it takes. You're going to be disciplined, and success follows as a result. Reasons come first, results come second. So how do you find your reasons? So by now, if you've been following what I'm teaching in this video, and by the way, give it a quick thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, because I'll be bringing you more videos to help guide you in your journey forward. But if you've been following what I've been teaching so far in this video, then you will now have at least a starting vision of where you want to go, where you want your life to be. You will have a goal that you think is meaningful right in this moment. So what we're going to do in order to reinforce that, in order to make it so that you will do whatever it takes to achieve that goal, so that success becomes possible for you, is to go down the trail of whys. And so here's what the trail of whys really means. What you're going to do is you're going to take a goal that you have and you're going to write it out at the top of a piece of paper. Or you can do it online in a Google Docs or whatever, right? Start out with your goal. And then ask yourself one simple question. Why is this goal important to me? And don't let yourself off the hook until you have a solid answer. And what you're going to do, you've got your answer over here. And what you're going to do is you're going to ask yourself, okay, cool, I got my answer for myself. So why is that answer important to me? Why does that thing matter? And again, you're going to write it out and you're not going to let yourself off the hook until you have an answer again. And what you're going to do, you guessed it, you're going to ask yourself, why again? Why is that thing important to you? And you do that 5, 6, 7 times, maybe even 8 or 9 or 10. Like, it depends on how deep you want to dig into this to find something that you truly resonate with at the bottom of your damn heart. So let me illustrate what this trail of whys look like once you go through it. So you might start out with a goal like, I want to build a business that makes me 10K a month. That could be a goal of yours. What you're going to do is you're going to ask yourself, why is that important to me? And maybe it comes down to something like, I hate my job, I hate my boss because, well, I don't have any time freedom, I don't have any financial freedom, and I really want to be my own boss. And then you're going to ask yourself, okay, you want to be your own boss because you lack these things. Why is being your own boss so important? And again, you're gonna dig one layer deeper into that. And it's like, you know what? I want to be my own boss because then I can set my own hours. I can go on vacation with my family whenever I want. I can do this, I can do that, I can do the other thing. So let's take the time freedom here as the answer. Okay, you want time freedom. Why do you want that time freedom? And it's like, you know what? Right now, I just see my family so little. Like most of the time they're just with a babysitter or they're at daycare or those kinds of things. And I just want to be there for my family more often. And then, even then, you dig deeper. And at the bottom of this trail of whys, you might find something like, when I was a child, my parents were never there for me. They were always working or traveling on a business trip. And so most of the time I was with friends, I was with family, I was at the daycare, I was with a nanny. And so I want to live a life where I can be there for my children. I can be the father, I can be the mother that my children deserve. Someone who's actually there to teach them the important lessons of what it takes to be a strong man, of being a feminine woman. Right? Those kinds of things at the end of your trail of whys can be the reason for why you truly want to do this. And so now the question I want to ask you, what's going to be more inspiring to you? What's going to be more motivating for you to put in the work, to be disciplined and to just go through the struggle no matter what? I want to build a business that makes me 10K a year, or I want to be the father. I want to be the mother that my children deserve, and that parent that will allow them to live a happy and fulfilling life. One of them is gonna get you way further when it comes to being disciplined, when it comes to being motivated, to be inspired, to work harder, and to put in whatever effort it takes for you to succeed. And it's gonna be the latter. And so once you have your goals of where you want to go, these things, right? Once you have those, you go through this trail of whys. And that makes all the difference in terms of motivating. And so the last thing I want to talk about in this journey is the following. And that is, how do you develop the right skills? How do you even know what those skills are? How do you go from where you are today to where you truly want to go? And so for that, let me use myself as an example here. Back in the days when I had no social skills, when I had terrible confidence, I could never actually do a video like this. I would just stumble over my words constantly. I couldn't even complete 1 or 2 sentences without stuttering, without my face being a tomato, without me looking like a fool, sounding like an idiot. And I had to learn this because I realized at some point, you know what? I want to help other people. I want to be that guide that takes people from point A to point B without so much of the struggles that I've been through. I want to be the guide that, hey, if you experience this, this is how I got rid of that. That's the person I wanted to become. And so I started doing these videos. I started just talking more and learning how to articulate my thoughts, my feelings, my ideas. And if you're watching this right now, let me tell you, I have 0 notes on this video. Literally 0. I've been talking to you for like half an hour. And there have been a few mess ups, a few moments that I had to edit out when you're watching this. But guess what? For the most part, it is me talking for minutes and minutes and minutes on end. And the reason I'm telling you this is the following. I figured out that, hey, if I want to reach this finish line, and I'm over here, in order to reach this goal of being an inspiring coach, speaker, motivator, at some point maybe even author, what I need to do is I need to work back towards the skills that I need to learn. And so I needed to learn how to become a better speaker. I needed to learn how to articulate my thoughts in a way where that makes sense. I needed to learn how to tell stories and to learn how to share ideas. I needed to learn how to edit a video I needed to learn how to do social media. And a lot of these things I still need to learn, because the marketing side of things, that's something I'm still not good at.